Today on the Topping Show, Trump gets an order from a judge to take down his social media posts, but thankfully people recorded it so we can review them today. Vivek speech highlight goes viral, getting over 2 million views. Harvard students replace the US flag with the Palestinian flag. The new Pride flag also adds sex workers and more to the new design. Coca Cola Q1 earnings are in and they impress Wall Street, coming in at $11.3 billion. Walmart to create their own premium brand. And Starbucks, their stock kind of crashed a little bit last week after missing their goal and decreasing their outlook for 2024. All of that and much more on The Topping Show. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. I say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or a business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you could click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part of the podcast, you have Coca Cola, as the youth might say, killing it, impressing Wall Street with $11.3 billion in revenue, which is quite a bit to say the least. And unlike their competitors, their volume of sales is actually increasing, not just the mere dollar amount. So they're actually pushing more product. Now, this article comes to us thanks to CNBC, specifically Emilia Lucas. She notes, quote, Coca-Cola tops earnings estimates, hikes revenue outlook on higher prices. Now, the Coca-Cola reported its global unit case volume increased by 1%, which, again, given the record hyperinflation, political uncertainty, people trying to buy less stuff they don't need, and again, no one needs corn syrup in a can. Some might find it refreshing, but the fact that they can actually increase their sales this calendar year is pretty impressive, to say the least. Now, they also note, in terms of kind of breaking down a little bit more of the results, they note that the shares of the company increased just by 1%, so not too big of a stock price or stock jump. They note that the earnings per share coming in at 73 cents adjusted versus the 70 cents that was expected, and the revenue again was 11.3 billion versus the expected 11.01 billion. They also know that the Coca-Cola reported their first quarter net income attributed to the company at 3.18 billion or 74 cents per share. The company also recorded 760 million in non-cash impairment charges for Body Armor. The company fully acquired the sports drink in 2021 for $5.6 billion. So it's pretty impressive. They also note that volume of some of their specific soft drinks increased by 2%. The company's juice, dairy, and plant-based segments also grew by volume by 2% as well, which, of course, not should be too surprising. Of course, it's a global brand, but they attribute a lot of that growth to the sales increase and volume increase in North America. They note that only Coke's water, sports, caffeine, tea division reported declining volume. Now, they actually recorded a volume decrease of 2% this quarter, as bottled water, sports drinks, and coffee all saw demand weaken. So interestingly enough, it seems like the other things that Coca-Cola is not traditionally known for are the ones that are really pushing the envelope when it comes to their volume sales. Coca-Cola overall prices were up 13% compared to the same time period a year ago, but about half of that from hyperinflation from certain markets like Argentina. Here. So, not too shabby. You can actually grow a company during the hardest time of the fiscal, well, kind of cyclical with the election and everything. There's always a lot of political uncertainty, but pretty impressive they can continue to grow and develop as the competitors continue to struggle. But let me know in the comments, when's the last time you actually bought a Coca-Cola related product? I feel like it's one of those things where they brilliantly kind of co-opt Christmas, and they have, I mean, they didn't invent Santa Claus, but a lot of people can argue that they perfected it in terms of the marketing and the branding. That's why I don't think it's spoiler alert that Coca-Cola is so heavily attributed to that time of the year. But that's kind of what I think of it. But when's the last time you actually bought a Coca-Cola product? As always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Again, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month. So if you could click that button, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to take the time to like, subscribe, and comment. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or comment to give me some additional feedback. Let me know how I can make the show better and better. And also share the link with your friends to help with the magical YouTube Rumble algorithm. Lastly, don't forget to take the time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.